highlight, post-game reaction from inside the Dodgers clubhouse, the manager Dave Roberts, and of course Dodger talk as well. Dodgers and Cubs, game 2 of this 3-game set from windy Wrigley Field in Chicago is next. I'm Tim Case. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Now streaming LA Dodgers baseball.
Now the 3-2. Curveball swung on and missed, strike 3. Line drive 1. Oh, what a stab by Freddie Freeman at first.
Deep to right center. Back it goes. It is off the top of the wall. Here comes Taylor around third, and the Dodgers win it.
Line drive right field. The Dodgers walk it off.
The Dodgers win it.
The birthright of a legend. Back down, kiss the ring, show reverence.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
First 5 California.
Helping kids reach their full potential.
Security benefit.
To and through retirement.
And LA Care.
For all of LA.
I can't lose, I'm a believer. I'ma change the world and give them hell till they believe us.
There is not stopping. There is no rebuilding. Every year, it's a relentless pursuit of a title.
First pitch is moments away on the home of the Blue.
We're gonna change the world.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the world.
The LA Dodgers Audio Network.
This is LA Dodgers baseball. KLAC Los Angeles, KYSR, HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station. Streaming LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the main event.
The Dodgers have officially become the new evil empire.
Yeah. Ohtani, you have Mookie Betts, you have Freddie Freeman.
This can't be happening, but it is.
LA is rejoicing right now.
Holy crap, as they say.
Here we go, it's the main event.
Holy crap.
It's about time, let them know.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This is the main event in Los Angeles sports.
A grand slam.
LA Dodgers baseball is brought to you by
Ford.
Built Ford Tough.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Jacoby and Myers.
Justice for you since 1972.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
Navien Tankless Water Heaters.
For endless hot water, visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
And by Galpin Motors.
Here we go, it's showtime.
Now you can dominate the trail like never before. The all-new Toyota Tacoma is here. Lean in to its awesome power and legendary capabilities. Stand out with its aggressive look. Push for more, whether you choose the 8-speed automatic or 6-speed manual. All new Tacomas are available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
The start of the season for the Boys in Blue has begun, and everybody is excited about the starting pitching and what the new lineup looks like, with 3 former MVPs hitting first, second, and third. But as far as the Hoffy Hot Dogs go, we already know the lineup.
For some, it's got to be the Hoffy Quarter Pound All Beef Franks. For others, it's the Hoffy Bacon Wrap Dogs, or it's the original Hoffy Natural Casing All Beef Frankfurters. No matter which you choose, you win. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest location of Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, local, original. Great!
We're taking requests at Arco Radio, the only station that's a gas station. I'm your host, Hannah the Dashboard Hula Girl.
Hi, I'd like to dedicate a song to the other gas stations.
I'm sorry?
Well, I've stopped going to them since I discovered Arco's quality gas at lower prices. So this is my farewell.
All right. Other stations, this one's for you. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less. Savings based on independent retail price survey. See arco.com for details. Learn more at toptiergas.com.
Time for another Yoshinobu Yamamoto start.
Get to know Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Presented by Ito
And he strikes him out looking.
Japan's #1 green tea.
You always hit a home run at Superior Grocers. Superior has all your ball game favorites. Pick up fresh guacamole and chips made fresh in-house. No need for cooking with Superior Grocers ready-to-eat rotisserie chicken. If you want quality ingredients for your recipes, it doesn't get any fresher than Superior's produce. While shopping for game day or any day, be sure to download the Superior Grocer app for weekly ads and the latest in savings. We've got you covered. Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
At Advance Auto Parts, our all-star lineup of free services keeps your vehicle in winning condition. Swing by your local Advance and we'll test your battery for free and install a new die-hard battery with purchase. We also have free oil recycling, wiper installation, and more. Come see us. Use the Advance Auto Parts app or buy online. From hitting home runs to hitting the road, Advance will help you get the job done. Advance Auto Parts is the official auto parts aftermarket retailer of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is how we advance.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Southern California, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now for a safe, clean, reliable water future. Find out more at waterforla.com.
Galpin Ford has been #1 for 29 years in a row, but the road to #1 began in 1946 when Galpin opened its doors in San Fernando. The showroom held 3 vehicles, and 46 were sold that first year. Just a few years later, in 1957, Bert Bachman was promoted to general manager due to his devotion to serving the customer. He wanted to help clients purchasing the vehicle of their choosing, and Galpin continues to service customers the way they want to be served today. Be part of the Galpin story. It all starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Wrigley Field, it's another bundle up and stay warm day. Oh, don't let the sunshine fool you. There's not a cloud in the sky, but it is a chilly and brisk afternoon as the Dodgers trying to win their 8th game of the season. They took the first game here in Chicago in the loss column. They hope to write it here today. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The Dodgers, 7 wins and 3 losses. And for the Chicago Cubs, they're now 5-2. Here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup very quickly. Cubs have already taken the field. Mookie Betts again in the leadoff spot. He's at second base. Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Freddie Freeman is at first. Teoscar Hernandez is in right. Max Muncy at third base. In center, KK Hernandez. Chris Taylor will start in left field. Miguel Rojas is at short, and behind the plate doing the catching, Austin Barnes, as Yoshinobu Yamamoto will get the start, his second of the season. The umpiring assignments, Mike Esterbrook will work the plate today. He'll call the balls as strikes. Eric Bacchus is at first. Tom Hanahan umpiring at second, and Laz Diaz, the veteran, is over at third base. Wind blowing in at 9 miles an hour. And for the Dodgers, they have one more game left. We'll join you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific. First pitch at 11:20. That's going to be Gavin Stone on the mound for the Dodgers in search of his first victory of 2024. The Dodgers losing it in yesterday's ball game by a score of 9-7, in spite of the fact about hitting the Chicago Cubs, but the Cubs had timely hitting and just absolutely terrific defense behind them as well. All set to go. Middle game of 3. Dodgers and the Cubs from Wrigley Field in Chicago. And with the play, here's Tim. Thank you very much. Mookie Betts walking to home plate right now. Dodgers in their traveling road grays. Dodgers across the chest. And the Cubs in their home white pinstripes. Cubs logo on the left side of the chest of their game jersey. Blue caps. And the left-hander Jordan Wicks
climbing up on top of the pitching rubber, getting ready to start this one. Yan Gomes completes the battery as Mookie steps in from the right side. He starts the day hitting .447, 5 home runs and 11 runs batted in. And Wicks out of the stretch, throws home, and there is a strike, and we are underway. First pitch came at 3:05 Central Time, 1:05 on the West Coast. 47 degrees the game time temperature, but with the wind chill, it's 42. Now Mookie takes high and away. Today's time and temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1-1 to Betts. Wicks ready to go. His pitch is high for a ball, 2-1. Wicks, 24 years old, from Conway, Arkansas. Pitched at Kansas State as a first rounder by the Cubs in 2021. Last year made his major league debut late in the season. Delivers outside, now 3-1 to Mookie. And with a changeup that time. And as Rick had pointed out during the pregame, he will run that changeup up there quite a bit to go off the fastball. And this pitch, a fastball, but it's up and away, and that's ball 4, and Mookie draws a leadoff walk. First batter of the ball game is on board, and here is Shohei Ohtani. He's homered in back-to-back games. He looks over at Craig Counsell, the Cubs manager, tips the brim of his batting helmet, now stands in from the left side. Shohei doubled and homered yesterday, scored twice. He'll take a strike here. The home run that he hit, he basically hit it with one hand, and he wrapped it around the right field foul pole yesterday. Pitch outside, a slider. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ohtani. 286 is average. 2 homers, 6 runs batted in. Shortstop Dansby Swanson playing close to the bag at second base. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled behind him. Dodger bat boy grabs it. 1-2 to Ohtani.
So we notice about Wicks, he does not take a whole lot of time from the stretch position to get rid of the baseball, get it to his catcher. So if you're going to be trying to steal, you better get a very good jump.
Mookie leads at first. Here's the kick and the pitch, and Shohei bangs it right past a diving Nico Horner into right center field for a base hit. Well, he had some heat on that one. That ball was smoked, and Nico Horner, from a standing position, dove as hard as he could to his right, and that ball was still out of his reach. There's no chance.
That's an improvement from yesterday because the Dodgers could not get anything past the infielders. Plays that they made were just really game-changing.
106 miles per hour, I was wondering. Freddie Freeman up there grounds it just over the first base bag. He never left the batter's box.
Yeah, it looked like it went off of his foot to begin with.
The home plate umpire. First base umpire said it was a fair ball, but that was Eric Bacchus. But Mike Estabrook said that's a foul ball.
That's the right call by Bacchus. He has to go ahead and call what he perceives and then let everybody else sort things out.
That's off of second. Ohtani off of first. Nobody out. The pitch. And Freddie fouls it back. He's in the hole, 0-2.
Well, this is the area, Tim, we talked about it yesterday. The Dodgers had 16 at-bats in that game with runners in scoring position, but they had only 4 hits. Cubs were very efficient. Only 5 total chances, but they had 3 of the 5 come up with hits.
Stretch by Wicks, runners lead. 0-2 pitch to Freddie Freeman coming. And Freddie takes it inside. Fastball at 93. You said it, don't let the
shade. Shadows will play into this game about midway on. They'll cover home plate, the infield. Eventually right field is going to be a tough sun field.
2-2 pitch. Inside to Freddie. Count is full, 3-2. He was down 0-2, and Wicks trying to be a little crafty, maybe too crafty, has loaded up the count. 3-2 pitch from Jordan Wicks to Freddie Freeman. Swung on, fouled straight down.
Well, Wicks, we mentioned in the pregame show that fastball, not a bad one to begin with. The changeup was also very effective. If you look at
second, Betts at second, Ohtani at first, and the first pitch taken for a strike.
And strike one to all four batters so far.
Lourdes Gurriel of Arizona, along with Mookie Betts, and then Seiya Suzuki here. The Cubs all behind Teoscar in RBIs. They each have 11. Swings, fouls this pitch back, and now it's an 0-2 count. 0-2 to Teoscar. Leadoff walk to Mookie Betts. Shohei Ohtani with a bullet single to right center field. Dodgers a little something going with one out. Wicks set at the belt. Now comes to the plate. And it kicks away from the catcher, Yan Gomes. And the runners will move up. Betts down to third, and over to second is Ohtani. Wild pitch charged to Jordan Wicks. Two runners in scoring position. And now this becomes, well, it had been an at-bat with runners in scoring position anyway, because of Betts at second base. Dodgers 0 for 1 in that category today. And the pitch. Swung on, lifted foul and out of play to the right. Now yesterday they had 16 at-bats with runners in scoring position. And they didn't connect very often. Meantime, the Cubs only had 5. They were 3 for 5 yesterday. They hit 600 with runners in scoring position. Dodgers about 180. Now the 1-2. And Teoscar swings at a changeup and strikes out.
It's the changeup we talked about. And we also talked about in the pregame show a lot of chases of the changeup out of the strike zone.
2 down for Max Muncy. Left on left matchup. Max had a tough day yesterday. 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. And he will look at strike one here. It seems like Wicks has been content to start each batter with a fastball.
He's been strike one to all 5 hitters.
Runners off second and third, 2 outs, and the 0-1. And Muncy waves and misses at a fastball. It's 0-2. Anytime Mookie sets the table and Shohei gets on behind him, you figure the Dodgers are going to get a run, maybe 2, but right now on the cusp of squandering the opportunity right away. The 0-2 pitch to Muncy. He swings and fouls the ball back to the backstop. Kike Hernandez is on deck. So Wicks ready to go in the 0-2. It's outside in the dirt, blocked by Gomes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, so far, Wicks has thrown the fastball 50% of the time. Since the slider change.
Showed 42 pitches in this inning.
1 ball, 2 strike offer to Max Muncy coming. Here it is. And Max swings and strikes out at the slider. Boy, Jordan Wicks led off the hook by the Dodgers in the top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. No Cubs errors. Half inning done at Wrigley Field. It's the Dodgers nothing and the Cubs coming to bat.
Let's talk about Galpin Mazda. Imagine challenging for a championship year in and year out. Well, you can, because that's what happens here in town, and that's what happens out at Galpin Mazda. David Godina, the general manager, make sure you are treated like a champion every time you hop off the 405 at Roscoe to see him in person. Log on to galpinmazda.com or call him at 1-800-GO-GALPIN. Remember, led by the Bachman family, it is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Find your Mazda at galpinmazda.com.
Now, all members' eligibility is reviewed once annually, and everyone's renewal date is different. You can check your renewal month in your online benefitscal.com account. If your current address, email, or phone number have changed, please update your information with your local county office. If you get a renewal form in the mail in a yellow envelope, you must complete it to keep your Medi-Cal. If you don't, you will lose your coverage. Visit lacare.org for more information.
The city and take in the comfort and ease of the San Ynez Valley. Stretch your legs, stretch your soul, maybe even stretch your luck at Shumash Casino Resort. Let the hustle and bustle of daily life disappear in your rearview mirror as you enjoy a scenic drive up the coast to your destination getaway. Once you're there, enjoy a spacious gaming floor, luxury hotel.
Came up empty. We'll got to work on that the rest of the afternoon. And now Yamamoto goes to work against Ian Happ. Third start of his major league career. And you probably know the story. His first start was in Seoul, South Korea against the San Diego Padres. It didn't go very well. Only one inning. But his last start was very good. And the pitch, first one, misses for ball one. A little bit outside. He went 5 innings in a game against the Cardinals. Didn't walk anybody and allowed only 2 hits. Got a no decision. Happ swings and drills one to deep center field. Kike on the run, he won't get it. It bounces off the track and off the ivy. Around first and into second with a leadoff double is Ian Happ, his second double of the season for the Cubs. And right away, they've got a man in scoring position, and that ball was hit hard.
Well, for Kike Hernandez, he turned to his left to go back for the ball. If he turned to his right, it would have taken him on the path of the ball to begin with. We mentioned that wind at first was coming in from straightaway center. Now it's coming in from really right field. So it's going to alter the path of not only fly balls, but we just saw line drives.
Seiya Suzuki, 345 hitter, right-handed batter, right fielder. And Yamamoto's countryman, Suzuki, takes a strike here on a curveball. Well, Happ hit the fastball. It was on the outer half, but he was waiting for it. And the 0-1 pitch from Yamamoto. Wave and a miss at the curve. And it's 0-2 to Suzuki. Suzuki has a pair of home runs and 11 runs knocked in.
His RBI is tied for second in baseball.
He's tied with Mookie Betts and Lourdes Gurriel. 0-2 pitch to Suzuki coming. Stretch. And the delivery is a fastball low and away, 1-2. Yamamoto ready to go. He has the pitch he wants. Happ leads at second base. And the kick and the pitch. That's inside, 2-2. No score, bottom of the first inning. Nobody out for the Cubs. And Happ at second base with a leadoff double. Yamamoto offering a 2-2 to Suzuki. And here's the pitch. Missed inside with a curve. And that fills the count 3-2. He had him 0-2. One thing Yamamoto is known for in Japan is his impeccable control. Doesn't walk very many. Didn't walk any in his last outing. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And from the first base side of the rubber, he pauses, now delivers. And it's outside ball 4. He lost him. He had him 0-2 and then walked him. And now the Cubs with runners at first and second and nobody out. Cody Bellinger, the batter. So Yamamoto, who has some different training methods that have been very successful for him. The Dodgers are learning from him. And they're learning about his mechanics, too. Cody Bellinger hitting 185, bats from the left side, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1.
One thing we noticed different about Yamamoto in spring training, he came with a set position, his hands way out in front of him, almost 1.5 to 2 feet in front of him. After his first outing, as you're saying in South Korea, he changed. He went from the stretch position right at the belt. Well, now he's back out in front. So there's a few things that he has changed.
Well, he said right after that start in Seoul that he was having trouble pitching out of the stretch, but he knew how to fix it. And Bellinger pops this pitch back, foul and out of play.
Well, I also mentioned in spring training is that he does come set out in front of him just at chest high. But there is a little bit of movement once he comes set. Now, is there going to be an umpire who says, hey, wait a minute. There was a little bit of movement. Is it going to be called a balk at some point in time?
0-2 pitch coming to Bellinger, and it's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Yamamoto, only seen 1 splitter so far. 1-2 pitch is lifted down the left field line. That is slicing, and that'll go out of play. It's over in the Bartman area, if you remember what that is. It's also going to be cold down there. That section is fully engulfed in shade. Or if you're on the first base side and the right field side, you're in sun. The bleachers are totally in the sun. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball toward short, slowly hit. Rojas flips it over to Betts. Too late there. Everybody's safe. And Bellinger aboard. That'll be a hit for Bellinger.
One of the big changes for Bellinger. He came over to the Cubs. He was making more contact, and especially when at 2 strikes. Really no other opportunity for Rojas as if Bellinger runs exceptionally well going down the first base line.
Mark Pryor going out, the Dodger pitching coach, to talk to Yamamoto, and the consultation on the mound is brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION, because everyone deserves justice. Pryor out there talking to Yamamoto. This inning could go sideways in a hurry. The bases are loaded and nobody out. And you'd expect the infield to play back, play for an out or 2 here, and concede a run this early in the game. And the batter is going to be the designated hitter and cleanup man, Christopher Morel. A double by Happ. He now has an 8-game on-base streak. Seiya Suzuki walked after the count was 0-2. And then Bellinger, an infield single.
And Bellinger was down 0-2 as well.
So here's the pitch to the right-handed hitting Morel. Swing and a miss at a curve. 0-1. Traffic on the bases in the first inning. Dodgers had 2. Now the Cubs have 3. 0-1 pitch from Yamamoto. Swing and a miss at another curveball. He's got great movement on the curve today. Pitches we've seen him throw, the number 2 just falls off the table. See if he comes back to it here. Got another hitter, 0-2. Bases loaded, nobody out to Morel. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He did. He tripled up on the curve, and he got him on 3 pitches. 1 out.
Well, there's no doubt what the scouting report said with Morel, who had a 6-game hitting streak snap yesterday. That's breaking stuff, has been problematic.
Speaking of 6-game hitting streaks, that's what Dansby Swanson is on. And the shortstop up for the first time with the bases full and 1 down. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Yamamoto. First pitch in the dirt, stopped by Barnes. Well, Austin Barnes getting the start behind the plate. Dave Roberts saying that he thinks he catches the low ball pretty well today, and that's what they expect a lot of out of Yamamoto with the curveball and the splits. And that he would start today, and Will Smith will be back in there tomorrow. Stretch on the 1-0 pitch to Dansby Swanson. That is inside and blocked. Barnes picks it up, sends it back to Yamamoto. It's a 2-0 count.
Let me follow up on that, the low pitches for you with Austin Barnes. Found an interesting number early this morning. You go back since the beginning of 2022, Austin Barnes has blocked 98% of pitches in the dirt. 98% since 2022.
Swanson waving the bat back and forth. He's a .321 hitter career with the bases loaded. And he takes low, ball 3. And Yamamoto is in some early hot water. He's got to come with a strike here, and Swanson knows it. No wiggle room for Yamamoto. Stretch. And the Dodger right-handers 3-0. Swing and a miss. A fastball down the middle at 96. And Swanson did not catch up. Mookie Betts shading second. Rojas deep at short. Back deep at third is Muncy. Runners lead first, second, and third. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Went with a fastball again, and now the count full.
And that one's even more down the middle.
Belt buckle high and splitting the plate in half. Swanson gave it a rip, but couldn't catch up. 3-2 the count. Yamamoto digs his right foot into the first base side of the rubber. He comes set. The payoff pitch. Strike three called on the inside corner with a fastball at 97. And Swanson has some words for Mike Estabrook, the home plate umpire. He's face-to-face with him. Now he'll turn and head back to the Cub dugout. But my goodness, what a pitch. Knee-high outside corner, or rather inside corner, right at the knees. I mean, I don't know if you could have made a better pitch. 2 strikeouts now for Yamamoto. Bases are full, and here's Michael Busch. Left-handed batter, takes just outside off the plate. 1-0 to Busch. Busch had a home run yesterday, also made the game-saving catch with 2 outs in the ninth. Stealing a hit from Outman with 2 men on. And a 1-0. That's in for a strike. Curveball. He said thanks for stealing a hit or something like that. 1-1. Another strike and another curveball. And Yamamoto is ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. So he might have Busch guessing here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Stretch. And Yamamoto deals. Tried for that outside corner with the splitter and missed. And it's 2-2. "26 pitches for Yamamoto here in the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless. Comes with the bases loaded. Yamamoto struck out Christopher Morel swinging. Got Dansby Swanson looking. And that has Michael Busch on the ropes. Time is called. As like Austin Barnes had just a slight pitch comm issue, but he's all set now. Yamamoto checks the runners. He comes set on the hill. The 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Michael Busch. Right there, called strike 3 with a curveball. Oh, how do you like that? He loads him up and then strikes out the next 3. We go to the top of the second inning at Wrigley Field. It's the Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Don't let insurance companies.
It's Santa Anita Derby Day at the Great Race Place. With over an estimated $15 million paid out over 10 races on Saturday, April 6th. Experience the Derby Day 5K, Spring Carnival with rides and games, beer tasting trackside, and chandelier room derby party. Reserve your seat at santaanita.com/events.
Freddie Freeman here. When it comes to our kids' health, you don't settle for second best. Meet Dr. Santana from California's #1 Autry Orthopedic Center at Children's Hospital, Los Angeles.
Thanks, Freddie. We're proud to offer the top-ranked orthopedic program in California. No case is too complex. With the largest team of specialized orthopedic physicians, we cover every aspect of your child's health, all in one place. Families turn to CHLA when the outcome truly matters. Visit chla.org/ortho to ensure your child's health is in the best hands possible.
We mark every inch they grow, but something can be growing that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. There are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
Now, this very moment, back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball. How do you like me now? How do you like
Things were looking bleak in the bottom of the first inning, but Yoshinobu Yamamoto did a bit of pitching, didn't he?
Well, he did, and both pitchers, the high pitch count, they each made 27 pitches in the first inning. Yamamoto 16 strikes to the 27. Wicks had 17 strikes to the 27.
Well, no scores. We head to the top of the second inning. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Kike Hernandez playing center field today will lead off against the left-hander Jordan Wicks. First pitch, high, ball one.
Oh, some kind of pitching to get out of that jam. Bases loaded, nobody out, and 3 consecutive punch-outs.
1-0 pitch, in for a strike call. And that's against the team that has the highest on-base percentage in Major League Baseball, 384. They're averaging 7 runs per game. That's more than the Dodgers have been scoring. And Kike bangs one into center field. A base hit. Leadoff single for Kike Hernandez. Second straight inning, the Dodgers have had the leadoff man aboard. And Chris Taylor hoping to get going. 1 for 14 on the season. And there's been probably a little bit too much swing and miss for his liking in his game so far this season. But as we've seen with Taylor over the years, it comes and goes, and he goes through hot streaks. That's not unique to him. A lot of hitters do that. Takes a curveball for strike one, 0-1. Hernandez leading at first base, and the pitch. That's inside. Now Kike's got something hanging off of his left hand. And he's trying to get the Velcro strap around his sliding glove. Wicks 1-1 pitches outside. Now let's say that he hadn't strapped it up all the way yet and it was just hanging there. If there was a throw over to first base and he hadn't put his foot on the bag yet and the sweep tag hit that hanging strap, he would be out. Same as if he had a batting glove in his back pocket and then hit the glove. Pitch is fouled away to the right. You don't have to tag him on the leg or the arm or the hip. If there's anything that is hanging off of your uniform or your person.
Yep, anything attached to your person. Bellinger playing very shallow in center field.
2-2. Taylor swings and fouls it off to the left. It's kind of like, if you're a catcher and you have had your glove relaced or whatever, and you have like a long lace that's hanging there. If a batter swings and hits a lace, that's still catcher's interference. So that's why catchers will trim the laces on their gloves down as low as they can get them. 2-2, swung on, hit to center field. Bellinger going back. He's got some room, now backpedaling. He makes the catch. Taylor is out, and back to first goes Hernandez.
I've been watching the wind. Of course, when you play in this ballpark for a number of years and you see games, you start to be very cognizant of what's going on. Last inning, the wind actually shifted. It was coming in from left center field. Right now it's a little bit more from right field towards home plate. Game started, it was coming in from center to slightly right center. So this kind of gusting area.
Here's Miguel Rojas. He's off to a good start this year. He takes a strike over the outside corner. Rojas 333, 2 home runs. He is 3 for 9 this season. Swings and pops this one up foul, and that'll go over the Dodger dugout on the first base side. So last year it took him till mid-August before he had his second home run of the year. So it's safe to say he's well ahead of pace. 0-2 to the right-handed hitting shortstop. And Rojas looks at a ball off the plate and low. 1-2. Rojas getting the start today with a left-hander on the hill. And Wicks looks at first now, delivers home, and it's outside for another ball. 2-2. Rojas pinwheels the bat around and draws it back and waits. Kike off of first, held on by Bush. The pitch Swung on, and that's a ground ball up the middle and a base hit past a diving Nico Horner. Big turnaround second by Kike. He slams on the brakes, throws it into reverse. And Rojas with a base hit. And the Dodgers with 2 on and 1 out.
Well, I would imagine that Wicks was expecting that ball to hurt. It went up the middle. How it missed him, I have no idea. It went right through his legs.
And Nico Horner, who plays at a Gold Glove level, we saw that yesterday when he made a play that robbed Gavin Lux of 2 RBIs. He was just out of reach of that one. Austin Barnes, 1 for 2 on the season, takes a strike. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. No score, top of the second inning. Wicks checks the runners. Kicks, comes home. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 92. 0-2 to Barnes. Mookie Betts waiting on deck. And the Dodgers averaging 6.4 runs a game, which is really good. Yesterday they got more than that and still lost the ball game, 9-7. And Barnes looks at one, stood him up a little bit. It was a fastball, but it was up high in the count, 1-2. If you score 7 runs a game, 6.5 to 7 runs a game, you're going to win a lot of games. Runners lead first and second. Stretch the 1-2. Foul back right to the screen. Another great crowd on hand here today. This one looks like a sellout today. They got a great promotion today, too. Tell you about that in a second. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Wicks to Austin Barnes. And Barnes rips it down the third baseline. It hooks foul. As you look around the ballpark, people are wearing these red, white, and blue colorful-looking sweater replicas. Today is a giveaway for our colleague, Pat Hughes, the Hall of Fame Cubs broadcaster. It is Pat Hughes Sweater Day. If you don't know anything about Pat Hughes, he's famous for the patterns of sweaters that he wears often. The next offer is up high. 2-2 to Barnes. So our colleagues in the booth next door, Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman, the whole Cub radio crew, they're all wearing the replica sweater. Two pitch. Swing and a miss, and out on strikes goes Barnes.
In other areas, they would refer to it in a different tone as far as the sweaters.
Well, I have a feeling, though, Mo, a lot of these sweaters that were given out today are going to end up at Christmas parties.
Yes, and it will be labeled as the Ugly Sweater Day.
Yes.
But congratulations to Pat, one of the nice people around this game.
Ford Frick Award winner. He's in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Here's Mookie Betts, 2 on and 2 out. No score. Top of the second inning. Pitch from Wicks. Mookie takes a strike that's a little high. I don't look to be up and out of the zone, but called a strike, so it's 0-1. Kike Hernandez at second base. Miguel Rojas is at first, both with singles. 0-1 pitch. Outside to Mookie. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shohei Ohtani in the on-deck circle. Nico Horner playing up the middle, the second baseman. Michael Busch off the line and deep at first. The pitch. Mookie swings and he hits it toward the right center field gap. On the run is Suzuki. And he makes the catch on a dead run. He took the perfect route to the baseball. Ball was scalded off the bat. But Seiya Suzuki tracked it down, and the Dodgers leave 2 more. They've left 4 through the first 2 innings of play. Inning and a half in the books here in Chicago. It's the Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Your Toyota dealer's got just the thing for spring. Great offers on the Toyota car, truck, or SUV that's just right for you. So now's the time to check out a stylish new Camry. powerful new Tundra or versatile new RAV4. But here's the thing, spring will be gone before you know it. So don't wait. See your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Deciding to get a new car is a big deal. And deciding on the right new car that fits your lifestyle and budget is an even bigger deal. Fortunately, there's Toyota.com, where you can check out the latest offers on any new Toyota, search inventory, and locate a dealer. So to find the best deal on the Toyota that's just right for you, visit Toyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
By Gratterall.
With a bubbly personality and a devastating pitch mix, Brewstar Gratterall has emerged as a key fixture in the Dodger bullpen. Coming off a breakout 2023 season, Bazooka is getting the bobblehead treatment. Join us Saturday, April 13th at 6:10 p.m. against the San Diego Padres, when the first 40,000 fans will take home the first ever Brewstar Gratterall bobblehead. Presented by Yamamoto Resort and Casino at San Manuel. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. The LA Dodgers play right here.
Yeah, damn straight.
On air.
The streaming is going on now.
And streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
Back at Wrigley Field, no score. We go to the home half of this into reality in an all-new 2024 Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. Dodgers-Cubs game 2 of this 3-game set. Second game of a 6-game Midwest road trip. And a pitch into the second baseman, Nico Horner, misses for ball 1. To be more specific, upper Midwest road trip, and the temperatures reflecting that. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, drilled to center field, and here comes Kike in to make the head-high catch for the out. 1 gone. Nick Madrigal is up now, the third baseman. Had a good day yesterday, both offensively and defensively. He went 2 for 4 with an RBI, 2 singles. Really threw the leather around, diving to his glove side left. He's really good that way, and made a couple of key plays. Right-handed batter swings at a 95-mile-an-hour heater and misses. Speaking of heaters, have you been down and seen these new heaters they've got in the dugout here the last few years? I mean, the guys can't even sit under them. They're so hot. But the dugouts are warm, whether they're in the shade or not. 0-1 pitch popped up right field, and it is slicing toward the seats and will make the seats just over the rain tarp.
Well, those heaters are better than the ones they used to have in dugouts. They resembled a jet engine. It was like standing behind an F-15.
I know what you mean. They have them here where they're along the ceiling. There are these long rectangular things that stick into the ceiling, and they are hot. Ball in. 2 strikes now to Madrigal. Out of the wind is Yamamoto. He kicks and deals. Swing and a miss at a curveball, and he is out on strikes. That is the 4th strikeout for Yamamoto. 2 men out for the Cubs in the second inning. And the number 9 batter, Yan Gomes. It took a little bit for Yamamoto to get going. I think that's one way of putting it. In the first inning, double walk and a single. Cubs loaded the bases with nobody out, and then he went to work and struck out the next 3. He has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters. And Gomes takes ball 1. Gomes has just 1 hit on the season, 1 for 13. Yamamoto kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Now you look at Yamamoto, he's like 5'10", 170. And you say, how does he throw the ball 95, 96, 97? Throws another one. This one struck deep to center field, heading back after Kike, and he will not get it. It's over his head and off the base of the wall. And with 2 outs, Yan Gomes has his first double of the season to dead center. And it comes with a runner in scoring position and 2 out.
Second time we've seen Hernandez have to go back. First inning with Happ, who comes on to bat now, really turned the wrong way on a ball that was hit over his head. This one was just absolutely pounded against the wind.
There's a fastball just about 3-4 inches above the kneecap. And Gomes went there and got it. So the order turns over. Here's Ian Happ. He hit a double first time up to center field. He'll take low ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Ian Happ. Yamamoto's 1-0 pitch. That's also low. Blocked by Barnes, 2-0. On a cool day like this, you can't use any sticky stuff anymore like you could a few years ago. You have to use the assigned rosin bag for your team. And sometimes pitchers will complain in the cold weather. It's just harder to get a grip than it used to be. 2-0 pitch coming. And there it is. And Happ will look at one down and in.
And every time a pitcher uses that argument, you can see the tears forming in a hitter's eyes.
I know they're so upset about it. It actually is in a hitter's benefit, though, right?
Well, yeah.
You don't want the pitcher to be wild.
It's also in the pitcher's benefit to try and jam a hitter on very brisk afternoon.
There's a 3-0, and that's in for a strike. But as a hitter, don't you want to know the pitcher has a good grip on the baseball, especially if he comes inside?
As a hitter, you could care less.
Yamamoto is 3-1 to Ian Happ, and Happ looks at another strike.
That's the most hitters that also tell you the mound should actually be moved back another 10 feet.
Yeah, I would agree with that as a hitter. As a pitcher, it should be moved in about 5 feet.
Yeah, and the pitchers to say the strike zone should be expanded.
On each side of the batter's box?
Well, if you start to look at the strike zone, quite frankly, it has been reduced from top to bottom over the years.
Payoff pitch coming to Happ, and the 3-2 is low ball 4, and he's walked him. Second walk today for Yamamoto. And the second time today, Happ has been aboard. 2 on and 2 out. Still no score. And Seiya Suzuki coming to the plate. He finished last season as a hot hitter. He's picked up right where he left off. 5-game hitting streak for Suzuki. His OPS leads the team. His on-base plus slugging, he's at 1,100. 2 on and 2 out, and Suzuki grounds one to Muncy. Muncy drops it. Went to throw to first, realized he didn't have him, and he puts it in his pocket. It's an error on Max Muncy on a routine ground ball. He just lost the grip and dropped the baseball. And what would have been the final out of the inning now creates a bases-loaded situation for the second time in as many innings.
It looks like Max just kind of rushed that to begin with. He had all the time in the world. Now, Suzuki is a very quick runner. But instead of being out of the inning and grabbing the bats to hit, now you still have to get one big out.
And Cody Bellinger 1 for 1. Yamamoto delivers, and that one is in for a strike. And you look at the runner at third, Yan Gomes. He is getting an enormous lead. Muncy's playing way off the bag here as the Dodgers are playing for an out against the left-handed hitter. So Gomes is taking a lead about a third of the way down the baseline. 0-1 to Bellinger. Stretch and the pitch. Swung on, popped up foul, third base side, and it's 0-2. Has the base runner at third. Are you trying to get into the To the line of sight of the pitcher, trying to distract him that way?
Well, you know you can distract him more than anything else. He wants to get a good secondary lead in case there is a pitch in the dirt, especially if it comes on the splitter.
Yamamoto's 0-2 offer to Cody Bellinger. And here it is. And Bellinger pokes it down the left field side. It's slicing into the seats.
That pitcher knows that you're there, especially knowing that Muncy is a good 40 to 45 feet off the third base bank, because you have to play to pull in the infield. Although the outfield is playing straight away against Bellinger.
0-2 the count. Bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch from Yamamoto. Right down the middle, called strike 3 and a curveball. Boy, when the going get tough, the tough get going, and Yamamoto has been able to wriggle off the hook 2 straight innings. And for the second straight inning, the Cubs leave them loaded. We go to the third at Wrigley. Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
When you were a kid, baseball was the greatest game of all. And it still is. But today, you've got a lot more on your mind. Retirement might seem like the greatest challenge of all, one that's hard to plan for. Let Security Benefit help you level the retirement playing field with a solid game plan to help build and protect your future. Talk to your financial advisor today to help you to and through your retirement. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 34 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 270 locations in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Hey, LA County, Freddie Freeman here. Did you know 6 billion bottles and cans go unrecycled every year? That's a foul ball. We all need to practice the 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. By recycling cans and bottles, and even better, choosing reusable containers over single use, we can keep our communities clean, reduce the amount of waste going to local landfills, and cut back on harmful greenhouse gases. To find a recycling center near you, check out cleanla.com.
On its way, and this one is gone.
The LA Dodgers are back. Back to the field for more LA Dodgers baseball. And now we return to the Galvin.
Yamamoto's 2-2 offer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A fastball right by him.
We talk so much about the splitter and the curveball, but for Yamamoto, he has some extra giddy up on that fastball, especially when it's elevated.
It's his 7th strikeout. That ball had a rising effect. Now, sometimes when you put that much backspin on a fastball, it's almost an optical illusion, but it looks like it goes up.
And the reason it looks like that is because gravity isn't taking over, because normally every pitch goes down because of gravity. I think back a couple of guys that have just kind of, that's what you saw visually.
Swing and a ground ball to short. Rojas has it, throws on to first. He's got Nick Madrigal, and there are 2 down.
One of them, a former Dodger, then went on to the Mets, left-handed. Sid Fernandez, because he dropped down so low, it looked like he was throwing the ball uphill. Tom Seaver was the same way with the Mets. So he goes over to other ball clubs, too. And Seaver actually used to wear a knee pad on one knee because he would drop down so low in his stride to deliver the ball.
John Gomes hits one off the end of the bat toward first, picked up by Yamamoto. Short toss to Freddie Freeman. 3 up and 3 down. That's 7 in a row now retired by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. We'll go to the 5th inning. The score, the Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
talk about Galpin Ford. Mike Schwartz and Paul Ulbrich. What a dynamic duo they got going right now. Galpin Ford has got one of the largest inventories of Fords anywhere on earth, the F-150. Are you looking for hybrids? Are you looking for electric vehicles? The new Mustangs, they've got them ready for immediate delivery, and you don't even have to go in. Now, if you want to, right off the 405 at Roscoe, ask for Mike Schwartz, ask for Paul Ulbrich. You want to do everything online? Hit up galpinford.com, 1-800-GO-GALPIN, or hop off the 405 and ask for Mike Schwartz.
Find your funner state of mind at Harrah's Resort SoCal. From dining to unwinding, score fun around every corner. Game mode? Try over 1,500 slots or 50 table games, including Southern California's first all-table jackpot. Zen mode? Untie your knots at the spa at Harrah's. Recharge mode? Dine in the world's largest Hell's Kitchen restaurant. Party mode? Sip on a brew from SoCal's first tribal brewery. Visit harrissocal.com to plan your winning getaway.
In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now for a safe, clean, reliable water future. Find out more at waterforla.com.
The fifth inning is presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at yamava.com.
Go to the top half of the fifth inning. Dodgers looking for a run. And Austin Barnes will lead off against Jordan Wicks, followed by Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani. It's tough to come by on this Saturday. Much nicer weather day, believe it or not, than yesterday. Temperature not all that much different. It was cooler yesterday, but a lot more wind. And Austin Barnes takes inside. In fact, we see Lake Michigan from where we sit, and got the binoculars out looking before. There's no whitecaps there. Waves have really calmed down quite a bit. Let's pitch up high to Austin.
I actually saw a boat out there a little earlier, too.
Some brave souls out there today.
And probably really bundled up.
Yeah, they won't get jostled around out there like they would have yesterday. 3-0 now to Barnes.
A lot of people don't realize a lot of good coho salmon fishing at Lake Michigan. King salmon, lake trout.
It's like a little ocean. Freshwater ocean. There is a strike call to Barnes. 3 balls and 1 strike. Didn't you have a boat? You had a boat in Southern California one time, didn't you? Oh, there's a belt to left field and a base hit by Barnes. And he is aboard. Leadoff single for Austin Barnes.
Yeah, but not on Lake Michigan. Then moved the boat to Florida. Hurricane gobbled it up.
Oh, is that right? So Barnes at first base, and now Betts up there. Betts is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Mookie takes a strike on the outside corner. Breaking ball to Betts. Ohtani's on deck. Stretched by Wicks, looks at first, now comes to the plate, and it's high. Fastball. Didn't you used to have a boat there in California, you take out the Catalina? 1-1 pitch. Mookie fouls it back, and it's 1-2.
Great fishing in Southern California and Florida. You know, Vero Beach, Florida, right out of that area, Stewart's sailfish capital of the world.
1-2 to Betts. He awaits the next pitch. Here it comes, and it's inside. A lot of people say there are 2 good days when you get a boat. The day you get it, the day you get rid of it.
More good days than that.
And Mookie swings and strikes out at a ball in the dirt. 1 out. Mookie's 0 for 2.
Well, if you're planning ahead to join us at Dodger Stadium, how about Monday, April 15th? That's when the Nationals are in. 7:10 start, and the first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to receive a Jackie Robinson Brooklyn Dodgers hat presented by UCLA Health. So visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Shohei Ohtani takes inside ball 1. The count in the pitch. Swings and loops it in the left. That's a base hit. Opposite field single for Ohtani. He's 2 for 3. And the Dodgers with runners at first and second and 1 out.
Well, that pitch count just keeps going up for Wicks. His next toss is going to be 92. And the Cubs bullpen getting action.
Jose Quas is now throwing, a right-hander. So I always like renting a boat. I did a lot of spring trainings in Florida. I always like renting it because I could just give it back. And Freddie takes high. But the days on the boat were great.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to move it, didn't have to trailer it, didn't have to license it, insure it. Freeman swings, hits a fly ball foul out of plate on the third base side. But when you live on the water, it's different. You know who's got a boat on Lake Michigan is our colleague Bob Euchre.
Yes, he's asked me to go out on it.
Freddie will take a pitch just a little outside for a ball. 2-1.
And if you go out with Euchre, I imagine the fish would jump into the boat while they're laughing. He is one of the funniest human beings without attempting to be funny.
2-1 to Freddie Freeman. 2 on and 1 out the pitch. He swings and misses for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barnes leading at second, Ohtani at first. And the pitch out to Freeman, swinging a ground ball foul wide of first.
Well, Wentz has thrown a lot of pitches, but the Dodgers just have not been able to square up enough of their swings to really cause some damage. They've left 5 runners on base. The Cubs, each of the first 2 innings, left the bases loaded.
Ready for the 2-2. Here's the pitch. And Freddie slices it out of play into the second deck. Into the Arctic over there in the shade and the wind.
Well, since 2022, Freddie Freeman against lefties has hit .314. Is that good? Well, that's the 5th best average in baseball.
Wicks delivering the 2-2. And Freeman fouls it right back underneath the Cub radio booth just to our right. Thought Ron Coomer was going to get a play on it. Old third baseman. Here's a 2-2 to Freddie Freeman. That's inside. The count now rides full. 3-2. Dodgers now with a 1-out threat. Freddie trying to come through. No score here in the top of the 5th. Barnes at second, Ohtani at first. 3-2 pitch. Freddie swings and strikes out at a sinker. Wicks getting tough. He has struck out Betts this inning, and now Freeman.
Strikeout has been a big pitch for the lefty, who has reached the end of the trail.
7 strikeouts for Jordan Wicks, and Jose Quas will come on out of the Cub bullpen, the right-hander, to face the right-handed hitting Teoscar Hernandez. And Jordan Wicks, just 24 years of age, a first-round draft choice a couple of years ago, is getting a standing ovation as he leaves the ball game. Pitching change, timeout. 2 down, 2 on. We are in the top of the 5th inning. It's the Dodgers nothing, Cubs nothing.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 34 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 270 locations in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
Hey, it's David Vassay. What makes Navien a home run for your home? Navien tankless water heaters offer an endless flow of hot water for spa-like comfort, a 15-year limited warranty, and lower energy bills. Right now, SoCalGas is offering up to a $1,200 rebate when you replace your old tank with a new, high-efficiency Navien tankless water heater. Find the name of your Navien contractor today at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Let's talk about Galpin Mazda. Imagine challenging for a championship year in and year out. Well, you can, because that's what happens here in town, and that's what happens out at Galpin Mazda. David Godina, the general manager, make sure you are treated like a champion every time you hop off the 405 at Roscoe to see him in person. Log on to galpinmazda.com or call him at 1-800-GO-GALPIN. Remember, led by the Bachman family, it is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Find your Mazda at galpinmazda.com today.
No score, Dodgers and Cubs, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Jose Quas comes on. Pitching change brought to you by Navien, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF hydro furnace. Next level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez is outside. Austin Barnes, a runner at second. Shohei Ohtani at first. And Quas bent over at the waist. He is swinging his right arm by his side like a pendulum. Puts the ball in his red leather glove and straightens up. Now kicks, comes home, and it's outside ball 2.
Kind of a drop down 3/4, almost a sidearm delivery. And he is delivering now a newly designed slider.
29-year-old out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. That's low. And it's ball 3 to Teoscar Hernandez.
For Quas's third outing. With a new slider. He was actually a delivery guy for a major company.
And he walks him on 4 pitches. So Hernandez looks at a sinker outside. And now the Dodgers have loaded him up for the first time today. Barnes down to third, Ohtani over to second. Quas, born in the Dominican Republic, but grew up in Brooklyn. Went to high school in Brooklyn, went to college at Maryland, College Park, Maryland. Now Muncy. This one goes to the backstop. Here comes Barnes scrambling for the plate. He slides. He's safe. Ball gets away, but Ohtani can't move up. As Madrigal came to back it up, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead on a wild pitch by Quas. As Austin Barnes comes in to score.
Well, not the way you want the bullpen to come in. I mean, that ball somehow missed Muncy. Ball way inside. If the Dodgers get on the board, they haven't really been able to swing the bats and get runs, so they'll take it in, cash in a wild pitch.
Pitching coach Tommy Hotovy comes out quickly. The consultation on the mound brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION because everyone deserves justice. So the Dodgers strike first. They're 5-3 in games in which they do score first. In a game where runs have been at a premium to this point, they got one on the board. 2 men in scoring position. Ohtani at third. Teoscar Hernandez, big lead at second base. 2 outs, the infield back, and the 1-0 to Muncy is high. 2 balls and no strikes. And Quas ready. And he delivers 2-0. And Muncy will take it. First strike he's thrown. And the crowd lets him hear it. 2-1 to Max. Max today 1 for 2. He had a double in the 4th. And he swings and he hits one well to right field. This is over the head of Suzuki. He'll look up. It's off the wall. Ohtani comes in to score. Here comes Teoscar Hernandez in to score. And Max Muncy delivers with a 2-run single with 2 outs. And the Dodgers lead it 3-0.
Boy, did he absolutely annihilate that ball. Of course, he hit the double line drive down the right field line on a 2-0 pitch in the 4th inning. Dodgers have cashed in a wild pitch and then a big 2-run double here in the 5th inning.
That closes the door on Jordan Wicks.
I said double. Muncy was thinking about going for 2 and then realized, hey, I don't want to be thrown out.
Well, there's a ground ball hit by Kike Hernandez right toward the middle, picked up by Nico Horner. He steps on second, and that's the force out that retires the side. But the Dodgers get 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave a man, no Cub errors. Midway through the 5th at Wrigley Field, it's the Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hello, friends.
High fly ball to left center field. It's way back there, and it is gone. A home run.
Hello Kitty Night returns to Dodger Stadium on Tuesday, April 16th at 7:10 p.m. when the boys in blue take on the Washington Nationals. Join your friends at the ballpark and get an exclusive Hello Kitty bag. This item will certainly bring a big smile. To make sure you bring home your Hello Kitty bag, head to Dodgers.com/ticketpacks.
They say the best bourbons are those with a tradition of quality, the ones that carry a rich history and the potential for a bolder future. At Wild Turkey, we've made our bold, pre-prohibition style bourbon for over 100 years without once compromising our quality or our spirit. In other words, we stuck to our roots without getting stuck in our ways. And we can't think of a better tradition than that. Wild Turkey Bourbon. Trust your spirit.
Copyright 2024, Campari American, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Dodgers have 3 on the board for Yoshinobu Yamamoto as we enter the Cubs half of the 5th inning. 3-0 lead. Max Muncy with a 2-out 2-run single. Shohei Ohtani with a base hit. Austin Barnes with a base hit that inning. A wild pitch got the Dodgers on the board. And Jose Cuas, who just came in out of the bullpen, couldn't find a strike. So Yamamoto will face the top of the order. Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki, and Cody Bellinger. Switch hitter Happ batting left. Takes outside ball 1. Happ has been on base twice. He doubled in the first, walked in the second. Look at one that looked like it was right on the outside corner, but called a ball. 2-0 to Ian Happ. Outside of the infield deep. Left-handed hitter, and he looks at a strike here. This one's right down the middle. Fastball from Yamamoto as he steps back, turns, and delivers his 73rd pitch of the game. It is swung on and fouled back. 2-2 to Ian Happ. The shadows from the roof that are on the third base side, the flags I should say, are on top of the roof. They're on the field right now. It's swung on and hit to left center field and deep. Back after it near the track is Chris Taylor. And a step before the warning track, he hauls it in.
And then 2 feet in front of the mound is when the shadows begin. So the hitters are looking into the bright sunshine, the straightaway center field. You're really seeing the shadow of a baseball. Difficult to pick up the rotation at the seams.
Seiya Suzuki takes the ball. Suzuki has reached twice. Once with a base on balls in the first, and once by an error committed by Max Muncy in the second. 1-0 pitch. And that's a strike.
Again, the shadows not only affected the hitters, but also in the outfield right now, particular right field. I mean, you're looking into very dark shadows. You don't really see the baseball coming off the bat particularly well.
1-1 pitch. Swung on grounded wide to third, foul. I think that's something that people don't think about, the view that the outfielders have watching the ball coming out of a shadow.
For those that take a lot of photographs, it's like trying to take a photograph of someone and you're shooting towards the sun.
Yamamoto's 1-2 inside, 2-2. Suzuki at the plate from the right side. The pitch from Yamamoto. Fastball at 95 right by him. Swing and a miss, strike three. 8th strikeout of the game for Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
That wind coming in from center field just a moment ago. And it changed over coming in from left center field.
There's the wind of the pitch to Cody Bellinger. First ball swinging, pops it up to left. Chris Taylor working from the sunshine into the shadows, makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. We go to the 6th inning. It's the Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey Dodger fans, Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is your place to go for entertainment. Get your tickets to see 2-time Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Stevie Nicks on May 21st. Hang tough with the original boy band, New Kids on the Block, on July 1st. And don't miss Australian country superstar Keith Urban on July 13th. Only at Yamava, California's #1 entertainment destination. Must be 21 to enter. Get tickets at YamavaTheater.com.
AM/PM freshly baked cookie.
This Tungus jam. Real butter.
Oh, so tasty.
Cookie. Freshly baked.
Chocolate chunk.
So melty. Whoa. You heard it. Now taste it. When exquisite freshly baked cookies are more than a snack, but an experience. That's Cravenience. AM/PM. Too much good stuff.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
The 5th inning was presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more.
Chris Taylor to lead off. It'll be 7-9 Taylor, Rojas, and Barnes. Facing Jose Cuas, the former Kansas City Royal. Came in, and that's when things went sideways for the Cubs. It's a scoreless game until Cuas came in. And he works out of the stretch to the right-handed hitting Taylor. And Chris fouls it back. 0-1. Taylor up, Rojas on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck. For small business lending that's fast and easy, go to ondeck.com. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way from Cuas, and Chris hits it high in the air to shallow right center field. And Nico Horner backpedaling, fighting the sun, still backpedaling, makes the catch, and that's the first out of the Dodgers' 6th.
Well, another big night at Dodger Stadium on Saturday, April 13th. The Padres are in. That's a 6-10 game, by the way. The first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to take home the first ever Rizar Gratterall bobblehead presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Miguel Rojas shortened up, showed bunt with Madrigal, the third baseman, playing way back. And he took a strike. Rojas 1 for 2. Struck out looking last time up in the fourth, and back in the second inning he had a base hit. Takes low, and it's a 1-1 count. The Dodgers play here tomorrow, one more game, and then it's off to Minneapolis. 3 games with the Twins. Swing and a miss at a slider. Two nights in a day. The weather's supposed to be pretty good there. It's going to be warmer, which is a good sign. Next offer is, that must have just cut the top corner on the outside. And that is strike 3 called. And out on strikes for the second time today is Miguel Rojas. 2 outs and Austin Barnes up. Barnes hitting .500 on the season, 2 for 4. And he will take a pitch that's at the knees for a strike. No balls and a strike. The pitch swung on, and that is lined into right field. A base hit. Austin Barnes brought his hitting shoes today. He's 2 for 3.
Weatherman keeps getting better and better reports published for tomorrow. High of 51 here in Chicago, but earlier today was a higher percentage of chance of rain. Well, it's now about 65% chance.
It's going down.
Yes.
That's good news. Here's Mookie. And Betts takes up high ball 1. Betts looking for a hit today. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Dodgers leading 3-0, top of the 6th inning. That's average at .425. And look at a pitch low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-ball, no strike pitch now. That's inside 3-0. Shohei Ohtani working on deck. 2 outs. Barnes at first. Claus bent over at the waist, now straightens up. Lanky right-hander sends one home, and that's a strike. Taking all the way was Betts. Dodgers have right-handed action in the bullpen right now. Ryan Brazier warming up. He warmed up during yesterday's game, but did not get in. Pitch to Mookie, inside corner for a strike. That was a borderline pitch, to be kind. Full count. Barnes will run with this pitch. Stretch. There goes Barnes. The pitch swung on. Ground ball right side. Horner to his glove side left. Lip of the outfield grass. Throws on to first, and Mookie is out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. No Cub errors. At the end of 5.5 innings, it's the Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing.
It never ends! Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports.
This is Michael Akiba, the managing partner of Jacoby & Myers and the official law firm of the LA Dodgers. With decades of experience and a track record of success, Jacoby & Myers will protect your rights and make sure you get the compensation you deserve. Trust Jacoby & Myers to go to bat for you. We offer free consultations to help you understand your case and the options available to you. Don't strike out with the insurance companies. Call Jacoby & Myers today. Jacoby & Myers, justice for you since 1972.
Sometimes in life, like in baseball, you need a spark off the bench or a late inning rally to help you win the day. Ito Win's Oi Ocha Unsweetened Green Tea. All natural ingredients, no sugars, no sweeteners, and only 5 calories. Brewed from premium whole tea leaves, sourced straight from Japan. Ito Win Oi Ocha Unsweetened Green Tea. It's the perfect source of caffeine to get you through the day and get the boys in blue through a long season. Amazing and authentic. It's the game-winning hit every time you drink it. Available at your local Daiso stores, Amazon, and itoin.com. That's ITOEN.com.
It's time to escape the confines of the city and take in the comfort and ease of the San Ynez Valley. Stretch your legs, stretch your soul, maybe even stretch your luck at Shumash Casino Resort. Once you're there, enjoy a spacious gaming floor and other amenities. Welcome to freedom. Go to shumashcasino.com.
This is Andre Ethier.
Listen to Petros and Money for the cue to call for your chance to win a $100 Superior Grocers gift card.
The LA Dodgers play right here.
Yeah, damn straight.
On air.
The streaming is going on now.
And streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up, man.
Bottom of the sixth inning, new pitcher on for the Dodgers. It is Ryan Brazier. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto leaves the pitcher of record on the plus side. Dodgers with a 3-0 advantage right now. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. 80 pitches, 53 for strikes for Yamamoto. Christopher Morel, Dansby Swanson, and Michael Busch are the hitters that will face Ryan Brazier. So now the job rests with the Dodger bullpen the rest of the day. They've got to cover 4 more innings. And pitched low to the right-handed hitting Morel, who has struck out twice, and he really struggled with the curveball of Yamamoto. 5th appearance for Brazier this season, no decisions. ERA 2.25. Pitch swung on, fouled back. I thought we might see one more inning out of Yamamoto with 80 pitches, but that is it for him for the day. 5. And his line's going to look a little better than the first and second inning. Still didn't give up any runs, though. And Morel loops one into left field. That's a base hit. Comes with the leadoff man aboard here. Chevy truck season at your Southern California Chevy dealers, and there's no better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Visit SoCalChevy.com for more information. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Dansby Swanson, who's got a 6-game hitting streak, is 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking in the first. He grounded out to short in the third. First pitch to him outside. Ball 1. Time for a double play ball. That's shading second base. He's standing in the shadow of a light standard that is stretched across the infield now. Strike called to Swanson. The mound and the hitter circle are all in shadows now. Third base is all in shadow. Shortstop still in the sun. So is everybody else. Here's the pitch. And that's in for a strike called, and it's now 1-2 to Dansby Swanson. Swanson, former Atlanta Brave. He and Freddie Freeman still tight. Freeman holding the runner at first. Morel. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slider, cutter, fastball for Ryan Brazier. The Dodgers made a roster move involving the bullpen today as Swanson fouls it off to the right. To Nelson Lamet, who pitched yesterday. Inning in a third, gave up a run over 2 hits and didn't walk anybody, struck out one. He picked up a save on Wednesday at Dodger Stadium, wrapping up the Dodgers sweep of the Giants. Another offer. It's a slider, and it's low, and the count is 3-2. 1 on, nobody out for the Cubs. But Lamet was designated for assignment, and the Dodgers brought up right-hander Gus Varland from Oklahoma City. Fresh arm here today. 3-2 to Dansby Swanson. Brazier steps back on the first base side of the rubber, comes set at the belt. Kicks, fires. Strike 3 called. He whipped the fastball by him at 94. Second time Swanson's gone down looking. He's 0 for 3.
A lot of reasons for the success of the Dodgers in recent years. No question about that. Got a number this morning. Since 2022, the Dodgers bullpens, over that period of time, when they had 2 strikes on an opposing hitter, the lowest on-base percentage in Major League Baseball since that time.
Michael Busch swings, fouls a pitch back, 0-1.
Who's second? Atlanta. Seattle Mariners actually third, and then Tampa fourth. But the Dodgers bullpen with 2 strikes since 2022, the lowest on-base percentage in baseball.
Busch is 0 for 2, strikeout victim, and also grounded out. Pitches upstairs for a ball, 1-1.
So I guess the answer then, to complete that thought, is throw strikes.
Get back to simplifying it. When it comes to pitching, that's a great answer. Busch will look at a strike on the inner half. A little high in the strike zone, a cutter. Busch was the minor league player of the year for the Dodgers in 2022. Chases a high pitch and strikes out. And there are 2 down. Brazier with 2 punch outs after giving up the leadoff single to Christopher Morel. Nico Horner, the number 7 hitter, second baseman's 0 for 2. He struck out last time up in the 4th, also lined out to center. Busch got the high pitch the pitch before, called a strike, so he saw it in the same location, figured he should try to give it a ride with 2 strikes, but he swung and missed. And Horner with a strike on him, 0-1. Morel leads at first, held on by Freeman. Pitch, strike 2 called at the knees. A fastball from Brazier. Getting ahead of Nico Horner. Brazier picks up the rosin bag, drops it back down, and now comes up the back slope of the mound. Toes the rubber. He's got the pitch. Now the 0-2 to Horner. Strike 3 called. A fastball over the outer half at 96 miles per hour. Gives up the leadoff single. Then Brazier comes back to strike out 3. And we'll go to the 7th inning. After 6 full at Wrigley Field, it is the Dodgers 3, the Cubs nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
The start of the season for the Boys in Blue has begun, and everybody is excited about the starting pitching and what the new lineup looks like, with 3 former MVPs hitting first, second, and third. But as far as the Hoffy hot dogs go, we already know the lineup.
For some, it's got to be the Hoffy quarter pound all beef franks. For others, it's the Hoffy bacon wrap dogs, or it's the original Hoffy natural casing all beef frankfurters. No matter which you choose, you win. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your nearest location of Hoffy hot dogs. Hoffy, local, original, great.
Get Spectrum One and catch the Los Angeles Dodgers all season. Stream over 140 live LA Dodger games on all of your devices on us. Tons of hits, wins, memorable moments, and more. It's a real home run. Live Dodger games. That's a $149 value now included with Spectrum One. Go to spectrum.com/Dodgers for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply. Subject to national exclusivities. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Running a growing home or commercial services company can keep you on the edge of your seat. Service Titan, the all-in-one software born in the trades and built for the trades, gives contractors nationwide the confidence and real-time information they need to make smart decisions and pick the best path forward. Service Titan helps contractors win by simplifying every job and changing the game for your entire business. Find out how by scheduling a demo today at ServiceTitan.com. That's ServiceTitan.com.
Now,
this very moment,
back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
The pitcher in the ballgame for the Cubs, left-hander Luke Little comes on. 3-0 Dodgers, top of the 7th. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
This is LA Dodgers baseball. KLAC Los Angeles, KYSR HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Pitching Change is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Shohei Ohtani leading off, 2 for 3 today. Left-on-left matchup. 4th appearance for Little this season for the Cubs. And he whips a fastball in there, ball 1 outside.
Nothing little about Luke. He's 6'8".
Big boy. 23 years old out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And he'll throw another one in there, but it's low, 2-0. Started him off with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, followed up with one. Fourth-round pick by the Cubs in 2020. And strike to Ohtani. He's just up there throwing big old country fastballs right now. 2-1 to Ohtani as Little fires. And snapped outside for a ball at 98. He wanted the strike. You can tell by his body English. And there is a little bit of frustration in both dugouts over the strike zone today. It has varied from time to time. 3-1. That's outside, ball 4, and Ohtani draws the leadoff walk. The fastball from Luke Little. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. First pitch to Freddie Freeman is a ground ball to third. Madrigal has it. He throws to Dansby Swanson at second base. And the throw over to first in time for a double play. Well, the left-handed hitter up. Swanson was closest to second. And instead of going in the direction the ball was hit, he broke for second base. And that is a 5-6-3 double play. Don't normally see that one. 2 outs, and Teoscar Hernandez the batter. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Certainly one thing you like about Freddie Freeman's approach is the way that he uses the whole field and does go to the opposite field a lot, but that one was hit right at Madrigal, the third baseman, where he was positioned off the bag. Now it's low to Teoscar, and it's 2-0. Oftentimes defenses will categorize a hitter, oh, he's a pull hitter or whatnot. You can't do that with Freeman because he hits it everywhere. Strike call to Teoscar.
Yeah, you see teams trying to minimize the entirety of the field with Freeman and other hitters too, for that matter. But a lot of it depends upon how you're trying to pitch them. If you're trying to pitch them away versus inside, you might have 2 different alignments.
2-1, fouled back, 2-2 now.
Also, fastballs are off-speed pitches. Off-speed pitches, normally the guys are going to be pulling the ball more often.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 3-0 Dodger lead. Up to the 7th. Luke Little. Not very little at 6'8" in the pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Threw a big sweeper in there. Taken by Hernandez. He thought it was inside. He's pleading his case. Now he chucks that bat in the helmet. And that's going to do it for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th inning. Stretch time in Chicago. Middle of the 7th. The score, the Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Yeah, I love that speedy cash. When life throws you a curveball, make Speedy Cash your home base to apply for the cash you need. Speedy Cash offers financial solutions that could provide you with cash today. Since 1997, Speedy Cash has helped millions get cash when they need it most. With locations across Southern California, help is close by. Simply call, click, or come in, and you could have cash today. Get started at SpeedyCash.com. Speedy Cash, official sponsor of every weekend.
Yeah, I love that Speedy Cash.
Subject to state regulations, eligibility, credit check, underwriting, and approval, and meet state database eligibility where required based on type of lending product requested. All products are not available at all locations. Rates, terms, and conditions apply. See associate for details. Lending decisions and funding times subject to system limitations. Some applications may require additional verification, which can delay the lending decision. Company is licensed by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation, pursuant to California Deferred Deposit Transaction Law, CalFin Code 23000 at SEC.
Welcome to the future, Dickerson. All your trophy muscles are irrelevant.
What are you talking about?
For 46 years, the Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck on the market. But it's not just because it's got brawn. It's got brains, too. And cutting-edge technology.
Fully charged.
Mobile generators, hybrid engines, even wireless charging.
That's great, but I've got both. I'm the whole package.
Humble, too.
Head to your Southern California Ford dealers for great offers on a Ford F-150 truck.
Vroom, vroom. From the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Good job for the Dodgers here to start the bottom of the seventh inning. Right-hander Joe Kelly. Face Nick Madrigal, Yan Gomes, and back to the top of the order, Ian Happ. Dodgers with a 3-0 lead. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Kelly looking to follow up the good performance by Ryan Brazier. Brazier gave up a leadoff single to Morrell, but then punched out the next 3. Hard throwing Kelly ready to go. Seeing Madrigal. Actually, it won't be Madrigal. They'll pinch hit for him, throw up a lefty, Miles Mastrobuoni. Mastrobuoni out of San Ramon, California. Takes ball 1. Now the wind, the kick, and the pitch from Kelly. Swung on, fouled off to the left and way up in the seats. And strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5th appearance for Kelly this season. No decisions yet for Joe. Here's the pitch, fouled back. Bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kelly working the extreme first base side of the rubber, delivers a swinging strike on a curveball. And out on strikes is the pinch hitter, Miles Mastrobuoni. The last 4 Cub hitters have struck out. There's been a lot of playing catch between Dodger pitchers and Austin Barnes today. Yamamoto had 8 strikeouts. So that's now 12 strikeouts combined of Cub hitters. Yan Gomes, little slow roller to short, picked up on the edge of the infield grass by Rojas, who throws on to first in time to get him. 1 pitch, and that's an out. Now 2 down quickly in the bottom of the 7th.
And that's a broken bat. It's splintered. The bat boy has to pick up a few different pieces.
He's got some shrapnel down there to take care of. So the order turns back over to the top. 4th plate appearance for Ian Happ. He was 1 for 2 with a walk. Doubled his first time up in the first inning. Last time up in the 5th, he flied to Chris Taylor and left. Taylor is out there all in the shadows in left field. 0-1 pitch in for a strike. 0-2 to Ian Happ.
Did not agree with that call either.
98-mile-an-hour fastball, inside edge. Kelly stretches, and Joe deals. Whips a fastball up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last year at this time, Joe was pitching in Chicago, but on the south side for the White Sox. 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Strike three. 1-2-3. Bottom of the seventh. Kelly strikes out two. And we go to the eighth. It's the Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
You want to talk about championship culture? Let's talk about Galpin Honda. Regularly in the running for the great championship of being the #1 Honda dealer in the world, and there's a reason why. Because it's led by the Bachman family, the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin's been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. And another great person, Dave Gillum, General Manager of Galpin Honda. Reach out to him now at galpinhonda.com.
Hey LA County, it's Freddie Freeman calling. Swing into action by recycling your glass, plastic, and aluminum cans. Help keep our neighborhoods clean, fight global warming, and slide cash back into your pocket. Check out a recycling center near you at cleanla.com.
Hey, Southern California, baseball season is upon us, and nothing pairs better with baseball than a michelada made with Modelo Especial. Modelo is a reward for those with a fighting spirit. It's not a michelada if it's not made with Modelo. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Every year on April 15th, the Dodgers honored the legacy of Jackie Robinson on the day of his Major League debut. The trailblazer who broke the color barrier, proudly wearing Dodger blue, and the only player to have his number retired nationally. Come to Dodger Stadium on Monday, April 15th, when the Dodgers take on the Washington Nationals, and be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance to receive a Jackie Robinson Brooklyn Dodgers hat, presented by UCLA Health. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Now,
this very moment,
back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Former Dodger Yency Almonte comes on the pitch for the Cubs. He'll face Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, and Chris Taylor. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times. Muncy 2 for 3 today. Double and a single. His single in the 5th inning with 2 outs produced 2 runs. Dodgers will be keeping an eye on another game here starting within the hour in Oklahoma City. The Albuquerque Isotopes are in to face the Baseball Club of Oklahoma City. And Walker Buehler will make his second rehab start. He's expected to go about 75 pitches in that ballgame. It's coming up about 45 minutes. Ball 1 to Muncy. Now a strike delivered. 1 ball and 1 strike. So good to see Buehler on the road to returning. He may have probably 2 more rehab starts before rejoining the Dodgers. 2 more after tonight. Yency delivers high and away. Yency also had pitched for a while with the Colorado Rockies, with them 2018 to 21. Last 2 seasons with the Dodgers. 3-2 last year. Pitch. Little up. And it's a 3-1 count to Max. Almonte almost off the side of the mound. He's just barely touching the first base side of the rubber. Kicks and deals one home, and Max pops it up foul third base side. Not a play. Daniel Hudson now throwing. So it looks like the formula is going to be Hudson in the 8th and Phillips in the 9th.
Yep. Bullpen game. Yamamoto only went 80 pitches, but the Dodgers just want to get him out of there. A clean slate.
3-2, swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Muncy. 1 down for the Dodgers in the 8th.
Always a big night at Dodger Stadium, and on Tuesday, April 16th, it's Hello Kitty night. And you can purchase a special ticket pack and receive a Hello Kitty bag. Tickets and information, Dodgers.com/ticket packs.
I know you've reserved one already.
2.
Just see you getting on the team plane with your Hello Kitty bag. Pinch hitter for the Dodgers is James Outman is up to hit. Left-hander faced the right-hander Almonte. It's Outman hitting for Kike Hernandez. James almost tied the game yesterday. So close. Rips this one foul, and it's 1-1. 2 outs, and the tying run was at second base, and he hit a rocket that looked like it was ticketed for right center field. And out of nowhere, Michael Busch took one step, laid out, reached out, made the catch, stole a hit, and that was the last out of the game. Strike called to Outman. Ball and 2 strikes. Almonte set on the hill, ready to go, in the 1-2 pitch. It's down low. 2-2 to James. A really good crowd here on the Saturday afternoon. A hearty crowd. Dressed warmly, 41,040. Pitch is foul tipped into the glove of Yan Gomes for strike 3. So Almonte's come out of the Cub bullpen and struck out 2.
And 5 of the buildings up beyond the confines of Wrigley Field. Also a pretty packed house. On top of the bleachers up on the roofs.
We're on Sheffield behind right and Waveland behind left field. Such a unique feature because this is in a neighborhood. It's so cool, though. You know, basically one city block, and there are apartment houses all around. 1-0 to Chris Taylor. 2 outs. Taylor hits it on the ground left side. That is picked up by Miles Mastroboni. He throws low to first. It gets away from Busch, and safe at first is Chris Taylor. Error on the third baseman on the throw. He just entered defensively. Pinch hit for Madrigal in the bottom of the 7th.
Plenty of time. He just threw it low. Didn't get up on top of the throw.
The ball ruled to have gone out of play. And Chris will get second base. He didn't realize it. He stopped at first, but the umpire sent him to second. So a runner in scoring position. 2 out for Miguel Rojas, who was 1 for 3 today. Miguel has struck out twice. He singled in the second inning. 1-0 the count. Almonte looks back at second. Kicks, comes home. And this ball lifted in the air to right center field, and that ball's going to get down for a hit. Rounding third is Taylor. He will score, and the Dodgers add on in the 8th inning on a 2-out RBI base hit from Miguel Rojas. It is 4-0.
Well, that's where you make a mistake against this Dodger ball club. It'll burn you. I doubt that Suzuki would have had to play anyway. But at the last second, he lost sight of the ball because of the sun. That was an inside-out swing. That ball may have been off the plate inside.
He had his glove up trying to block the sun. He's got, dark sunglasses on and everything. And even when he's getting in position before the pitch is even thrown, he's got his glove up ready to block the sun. First pitch, a strike to Austin Barnes. Barnes 2 for 3 today with a run scored. A couple of singles. It came at a good time for Rojas to pick up that extra run. Make it a 4-0 ball game. No matter what, one swing can't beat you. 4-run lead. Daniel Hudson will come in and pitch the bottom of the 8th. 2 down. Barnes up, Betts on deck. Almonte's 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, back to the screen. Talking about Buehler coming back, and he's on the road to recovery and the road to returning. There was a question about Blake Trinan to Dave Roberts a couple of days ago, and he said he's not quite back. He basically had to start spring training again. So he'll be probably a few weeks off. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Gomes. And it was such a shame, too, because he was having a great spring, and then he took a line drive right off the ribs. Bruised a lung. And had to peel back his activities for a while and start him up again. And it's just taking longer for him to get ready. He looked good in the spring. 2-2. Popped up on the infield, and Almonte calling for it. First baseman Bush comes over, calls him off, makes the catch. Dodgers pick up an insurance run in the 8th inning. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. And at the end of 7.5, it's the Dodgers 4, Cubs nothing.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
We mark every inch that our kids grow.
Whoa, look how tall you're getting.
And watch them outgrow, well, everything.
This shirt is way too small.
But there's something else that can grow that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. There are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
The season is here. This is Jorge Jarrin for Chef Marito Seasoning, the official seasoning of the Dodgers. For the past several years, you've heard me talk about carne asada, fish, chicken, and steak seasonings. But have you tried the over 20 varieties of the other seasonings? If not, you're missing out on the chance to bring out the chef in you. From breakfast to lunch and dinner, Chef Marito Seasonings is great with any meal. It's not a true Mexican meal without Chef Marito. Available at your local grocery store.
The LA Dodgers play right here.
Yeah, damn straight.
On air.
The streaming is going on now.
And streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
Rick Monday, Tim Everett with you from Wrigley Field in Chicago. The Dodgers with a 4-0 lead. Daniel Hudson is on to pitch. James Ottman stays in, goes to center field. And Hudson takes over for Joe Kelly. Kelly an inning of relief, 2 strikeouts, faced 3 batters. Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. So 36-year-old right-hander Daniel Hudson facing Seiya Suzuki to start the Cub half of the 8th inning. When this game started, we didn't know what to expect because the Dodgers had runners on base in the first and second. The Cubs loaded them up in the first and the second, and Yamamoto was able to escape both of those jams. Runs were hard to come by. Dodgers with 3 runs in the 5th, finally breaking through and then picking up the extra one in the top of this inning. Slider, swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Seiya Suzuki. That didn't take long. I suppose that slider looks like coming out of the hand where he would induce a swing like
you're
that.
Standing in the shadows and you're looking at a bright sunshine out in center field and beyond.
Cody Bellinger will take ball 1.
As I said before, you don't really see the seams in the spin. Question is, do you actually see the release point as well as bright sunshine? The answer, no.
1-0 pitch. Swing and a broken bat roller past the mound, charged by Betts. He bare hands, flips on the first. It's wide of the bag, hits the front of the dugout, and Bellinger is aboard. Like Hudson had a chance to make the play. It eluded his glove, and then Betts charging, trying to barehand and throw in the same motion, but he just threw it wide of Freeman.
Hudson may have slowed the ball down with the glove.
One out, the Cubs with a runner aboard. And Bellinger will get credited with a base hit. His second one of the ball game. Christopher Morel 1 for 3. Singled his last time up in the 6th. He struck out twice as well. 1 ball, no strikes to the right-handed hitting Christopher Morel. Hudson sends a slider home that's taken on the outside half for a strike. The slider's been such a weapon for Hudson. Bellinger leads at first. Now the pitch. Swung on ground ball to third. Muncy's got it. He throws to second. Mookie the turn. Around the horn. Inning-ending double play. Outstanding. We go to the 9th inning. It's the Dodgers 4, Cubs nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Get ready to fuel up like a pro with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, and Honey Nut Cheerios, the official cereals of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Start your day with the taste of victory. Whether it's the sweet crunch of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the magic of Lucky Charms, or the classic taste and goodness of Cheerios. Make every breakfast a home run. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, and Honey Nut Cheerios, the official cereals of the LA Dodgers, fueling champions everywhere.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slots and blackjack, with big screen TVs from the front to the back. Yes, the dining there is outstanding. Sideline Sports Bar is simply grand. We were voted, yes, once again, best casino of the Southland. Morongo, good times.
Hey Dodger fans, in the game of life with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of Mental Health has you covered. If you ever feel anxious, overwhelmed, or need immediate help, we are here for you. The Department of Mental Health offers free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771. That's 1-800-854-7771. Or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
On its way, and this one is gone.
The LA Dodgers are back. Back to the field for more LA Dodgers baseball. And now we return to the Galvin Motors broadcast booth.
Top of the 9th inning, the top of the order up for the Dodgers. They've got a 4-0 lead over the Cubs. New pitcher for Chicago is Mark Leiter Jr. Cars for Kids, no more stressing over your old vehicle. Donate it today, get it picked up tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Leiter is the son of Mark Leiter and the nephew of Al Leiter. Pitching's in the family. Toms River, New Jersey is 32 years old now. This will be his 4th appearance of the season for the Cubs. He's facing Mookie Betts. And the right-hander sends a strike in there. On top of the 9th inning. Beyond, nobody out. Betts awaits the next pitch. He'll take it outside. Just a note on Yamamoto. How about this one? Now, after his first inning in San Diego, his first major league outing, he had an ERA of 45. Snapped in there for a strike, 1-2. After pitching 5 scoreless innings against the Cardinals in his second outing, he dropped that all the way down to 7.50. So he came in with a 7.50 ERA today. Pitch outside to Mookie, 2-2. And in just his 3rd outing, with the work that he did today, 5 scoreless innings, he's dropped his ERA from 45 down to 4.09. It's a lot more reasonable. Pitch bounced at the plate, 3-2.
He did some maneuvering. Bases loaded in the first and then struck out 3 in a row. Had bases loaded in the second. Struck out the final batter of that inning.
Payoff pitch from Leiter. And might have caught a piece of Mookie. Either way, he's heading down to first. And the Dodgers have the leadoff man aboard. Second time Mookie's been on today. Does not have a hit, though. He's 0 for 3. And Shohei Ohtani is 2 for 3 with a walk. Runner at first and nobody out. Here comes the pitch to Shohei. Swings and hits a drive down the left field line that is slicing, and that's fouling out of play. Strike one. When Shohei comes to the plate, it's kind of like, remember when Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa were chasing the home run record, and when Barry Bonds was too. I mean, nobody'd go anywhere. Everybody's waiting for Shohei to hit. Everybody's filming it with their cell phones.
Yes. If you see any movement in the aisles of the stands, it's because they're returning to their seats.
0-1 to Shohei. Good lead at first by Betts. Lighter stretch. There's the pitch, and it's way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Freddie Freeman on deck. Ohtani hitting .311. He's got 14 hits now on the season. And the next offer to him is a wave and a miss at a splitter. His helmet comes off, and that's what we're seeing very often now with Shohei. He'll take at least one swing in at bat. That's hard enough, or it knocks his helmet off his head.
Well, it tells you one thing. He does not have a very tight-fitting helmet to begin with.
Here is the 1-2 now from Leiter. And Shohei swings at one in the dirt and strikes out. Another splitter. He's got a pretty good split. 1 out, Freddie Freeman up. Michael Busch holding Mookie at first. Dansby Swanson shading second. There's a gap in right center field, but Suzuki is right there in the middle of the sun field. He is just not liking the fact that that sun is staring right back at him. Double barrel action in the bullpen. Gus Varland is standing next to Evan Phillips. Varland would come in if the Dodgers get another run here, probably. And a strike call to Freddie Freeman. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Freeman up, 1 out, and an 0-1 pitch from Mark Leiter Jr. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The shades of San Francisco right now.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
And for those who have no idea what we're talking about, we're here late in the ball game, and the Seagulls have shown up. And they're asking the fans, why are you still here? Swing and a miss by Freeman. There's lots of Seagulls here, but they are nowhere near the size of the Seagulls in San Francisco. Those are huge. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Mookie off first, a quick turn and a throw to first base, and Mookie dives back safely. We've always been amazed over the years at the timing of the Seagulls in San Francisco. Maybe they have relatives here. I don't know. They taught them to show up late in the ballgame. Pitches in the dirt to Freeman, 2-2.
Yeah, it seems like about the 7th or 8th inning that there's a few scouts. Seagulls send scouts over saying, okay, report back to us. Okay, guys, stand by. It's 8th inning.
Yeah. And just tell them, hang out there. We'll tell you when it's time to come in. 2-2 pitch to Freeman. There goes Mookie. The pitch swung on and fouled back. There's a lot of them here today. A lot of birds. Anyway, 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Freeman from Mark Leiter Jr. And he will take strike 3. Got a sinker that was borderline at best on the outside corner. And Freeman goes down looking. 2 down. Bring up Teoscar Hernandez. Sure, you probably thought about it already, but you're probably looking forward to seeing the umpire's report card later.
Well, we had looked at a lot of reports, even back in spring training.
Pitch to Teoscar outside, ball 1.
All the way back in spring training, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, when it was warmer.
Yes.
It's still warm there, but it's not warm here. 1-0 pitch. Swing it, it's fouled down.
Yeah, for those who wonder what we're talking about, we were discussing on numerous occasions in Arizona how liberal the strike zone was. East and west, not north and south, up and down, but inside and outside.
You know, it's not an easy job either, calling balls and strikes. No. These guys are the best in the world to do this. They make mistakes too, but it's not an easy job. 1-1. Here's a strike.
I talked earlier about hitters having difficulty this period of time. You're still looking at the bright sunshine. Umpires are seeing the shadow of a baseball come to home plate as well.
Stretch by Leiter. Mookie off of first, held on by Bush. The pitch, it's up high for a ball. You know, a lot of young umpires who aspire to be a professional umpire, some of them struggle when they get behind the plate. You know, being a base umpire is one thing, but standing there, taking foul balls off the mask, seeing the velocity of the pitches and trying to get them right all the time is very, very difficult. Swing and a miss at a splitter. And after walking the leadoff man Betts, Leiter Jr. strikes out the next 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. 3 outs to get for the Dodgers. The score, the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs nothing.
It never ends! Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports.
It's the bottom of the 9th. The game's on the line, and your small business needs a loan fast. Go to OnDeck.com, the small business lender trusted by thousands of business owners. With On Deck, you can apply in minutes, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Go to OnDeck.com. Your loan is on deck. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. Limited eligibility for same-day funding. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans subject to lender approval.
If you're looking for an ultra-premium tequila that takes you on a journey beyond the expected, reach for Tequila Herradura, an extraordinary addition to the lineup. Whether you're sipping it slow and straight or mixing up a Dodgerita, Tequila Herradura's quality is present in every pour. Tequila Herradura, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers. Cheers to the winning spirit. Please enjoy responsibly. Tequila Herradura is 40% alcohol by volume. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
The kid from Kentucky is back.
Call strike 3.
Buehler says, thanks for coming.
After almost 2 years away, Walker Buehler is returning to the mound.
8th strikeout of the game for Buehler.
Head to Dodger Stadium on Saturday, April 20th to watch the Dodgers take on the New York Mets and be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance to receive a Walker Buehler bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is the home of LA Dodgers baseball.
What a night!
Hear the blue all season long right here.
The home of the Dodgers.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Evan Phillips to try to wrap this one up. Save situation with a 4-0 lead. He is 3 for 3 in save opportunities. Got his 3rd save on Tuesday night against the Giants. Opponent's hitting only .083 against him, but that's just really when you average the right and the left. The right, 0-0-0. Right-hander has a hit off of him so far this year. Lefty's hitting .143 against him. So Evan Phillips try to put this game in the books for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Facing Dansby Swanson, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. First ball swinging, fouls it away. Started him with a sweeper. 0-1 to Dansby Swanson. Dodgers 3 outs away from evening this series at a game apiece and setting up a rubber game tomorrow. Strike call. Gavin Stone will have the ball tomorrow. He will oppose Shota Imanaga. Here at 10 with the pregame tomorrow. And 11:20 in the morning. This ball's looped into right center field. Outman is not going to be able to get to it. And that's a hit. Swanson extends his hitting streak from 6 to 7 with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 9th inning. Sweeper didn't sweep too much. Stayed over the plate, just spun there. So, 1 on, nobody out. Michael Busch, left-handed batter, 0 for 3. He'll take a little bit high for ball 1. Evan Phillips out of the stretch. Kicks, fires. It's up high. 2-0. Well, the last thing Phillips wants is any more traffic on the bases. 4-0 lead for the Dodgers. Nobody out, bottom of the 9th. Pitch fouled off at the plate by Busch. Seagull's getting less and less patient. A scene out of an Alfred Hitchcock movie. 2-1 pitch. And it's on the way, and it's a ball hit right on the first base line. Bounces off the rain tarp to Teoscar Hernandez. It'll be a double for Busch. Into third is Swanson. And with nobody out, the Cubs have the tying run on deck. Busch doubles for the first time this season. I mean, it was right on the line. It hit the paint.
Well, the first time that the Cubs have had a runner in scoring position since the 2nd inning. Of course, they left bases loaded in the first, bases loaded in the second.
Well, infield will play back to concede the run. The 2 runners on don't mean much right now. They just need to get some outs, and Nico Horner swings through the pitch from Phillips.
Horner is trying to hit a 4-run home run with only 2 guys on base right there.
For the Dodgers, they know the most important thing is having more runs than the Cubs today. The 0 on the scoreboard is just an after effect, so they'll concede a run here. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Nico Horner. Horner's 0 for 3. Book-ended strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking, and then he lined out to center. Next offer is hit in the air to right field. That'll be playable for Teoscar Hernandez. He continues to drift in. He makes the catch and gets it to Freddie Freeman. That ball just too shallow for Dansby Swanson to tag from third. So 1 out. And the runner is still at second and third. The job here is just to get 2 more outs. And the third baseman, Nick Mastrobuoni, was struck out swinging in the 7th. Now will come up with 2 men in scoring position. Phillips pitched to the number 8 hitter. Strike called. Inside corner with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Mastrobuoni runs well. He stole 13 bases last year for the Cubs. And he'll take another strike right at the knees with another fastball. It's 0-2. So for the hitter here, just saw 2 good fastballs for strikes. You thinking another one or the sweeper?
Well, it struck him out first time up as a pinch hitting the breaking ball.
0-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's a 1 hopper to Mookie Betts. From the outfield grass, he'll toss on to first. A run will score. So no shutout today. It's 4-1. Swanson comes in on the ground ball out. But the Dodgers are now an out away from putting the game in the books. 4-3 on the put out, an RBI for Mastrobuoni. And Comes Mark Pryor out to pay Evan Phillips a visit.
Got the pinch hitter. Mike Tuchman is coming on, the lefty.
Former Giant. Part of me is surprised Michael Bush is still at second base. Deep ground ball to second. They know the play's going at first. He didn't take off for third base. Not that that's going to matter much in the grand scheme of things, hopefully. Mike Tauchman. Remember a catch Tauchman made for the Giants, taking a home run away from Albert Pujols. It might have been the difference in the division a couple of years ago. And the Giants won one more than the Dodgers did. First pitch to Tauchman is a ball low. Left-handed batter. Tauchman hitting 125. No homers, no runs batted in. Bush is at second base. 2 men out, bottom of the 9th inning. And a pitch from Phillips. Low for a ball, 2-0. Phillips does not want to bring the tying run to the plate. Ian Happ waiting on deck. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. And a check swing. And a ball that looked like it caught the corner, but called the ball, and it's 3-0. Phillips needs a strike. Needless to say. Right-hander throws home, and that is ball 4. And the tying run will come up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Mike Tauchman comes on to pinch hit, and he walks. So first and second, 2 men out, and here's Ian Happ. Switch hitting left fielder, doubled in the first, walked in the second, flied to left in the 5th, and struck out swinging in the 7th. Hitting .367. So Phillips looking for that elusive 27th out. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He just pumped one home up high in the strike zone, and Happ swung right through it. 0-1 is the count. Phillips fires. Outside corner for a called strike. And it's 0-2. They haven't got a call right there. Take advantage of it here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's a little high. 1-2. Twenty pitches for Phillips in the inning. 4-1. 2 outs, 2 on. And the pitch coming to Ian Happ. 1-2, fouled back. Dodgers now a strike away. Comes down to their last strike. Cubs have won 5 straight. Dodgers looking to end that. Here comes the pitch from Evan Phillips, the 1-2. That just missed inside. Evan wants to know where that missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was 97 inside corner. Didn't get the call, so things have evened up because of the last pitch. A couple of pitches ago. 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Barnes tags him on his way down to first, and that's the ball game. And the Dodgers win it by a 4-1 score. Phillips walks a tightrope in the 9th, but comes up with a strikeout of Ian Happ to end it. Cubs get a run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And the final totals on the ball game now, the Dodgers 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 9 left. For the Cubs, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, and 9 left. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gets his very first major league win. he goes to 1-1. Jordan Wicks, the loss, he goes to 0-1. The game took 2 hours and 45 minutes in front of a crowd of 41,040 at Wrigley Field. The Dodgers now 8-3, while the Cubs go to 5-3, and this sets up the rubber game tomorrow when Gavin Stone will pitch against Shota Imanaga. So 4-1 final here today. Max Muncy with a big hit in the 5th inning, producing 2 runs with 2 outs and a single. And Shohei Ohtani a couple of hits today. And Yamamoto gets the win.
This Dodger ball club, you start to look at what the bullpen did. Okay, they gave up a run in the 9th inning. But after the 2nd inning until the 9th, in that gap right in there, Dodger pitching did not allow a runner to reach as far as second base. And that is really dealing. And talking about dealing, Yamamoto really in a jam in the bottom of the 1st inning. Bases loaded and nobody out. Struck out 3 in a row to end it. Then had bases loaded in the 2nd with 2 outs and got the strikeout to end the threat right there. And after that, I mean, he was on an easy streak. 80 pitches over the 5 innings. And for the Dodgers, they were 2 for 11. So another afternoon that really had a lot of opportunities with runners in scoring position. Did get a couple of base hits for Chicago. They were economical in yesterday's victory. Runners in scoring position, just 1 for 9 in this game. And for Yamamoto, he can kind of exhale because the way he rebounded was really something to see today.
Yeah, it was very impressive to watch him wriggle off the hook and watch him, fight his way out of trouble. And the way that he did it, he picked up 8 strikeouts in the game. And dropping his ERA from where it was to where it is, I mean, now it's more reasonable, and he hopes to